What's going on, FitFam? Welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be batch preparing some lunch and dinner for the next few days. I'm not going to be showing my breakfast because I already have a couple different videos showing you how I make my chocolate banana protein oats. I pretty much eat them every single day, but if you want to see how to do that, I'm going to link it in the description box below. So today I'm going to be making a tofu lentil stew. So that's going to be a vegan, high protein recipe for all of my plant-based eaters out there, as well as a honey garlic shrimp recipe. So I'm gonna be able to have a couple days worth of food knocked out in just about 1 hour. So you're gonna see how quick and easy this is. So follow along with me and let's get cooking. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is get everything chopped and diced. I always like to do that part first because then everything else afterwards is easy because you just throw everything together. So you always wanna have at least one fruit and or vegetable with every single meal you have. The more, the better. Get all the different colors. So I'm gonna be putting carrots into the lentil tofu stew. And then of course gonna be adding garlic and onion to both dishes. And then I'm gonna be putting in some zucchini as my green veggie for the honey garlic shrimp. So I'm gonna dice this all up. All right, so now that I got those onions diced up, I have my huge chili stew pot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them straight in there because it's gonna be the first ingredient as well as some garlic for the stew. All right, so now I'm gonna take the pot of the onion, garlic, and a little bit of olive oil that I sprinkled in, just a splash, and we're gonna set that on just for about 5 minutes or so. All right, so the onions are pretty translucent now, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw in all the other ingredients. So I've got a whole bunch of veggie stock, so I'm gonna put in about 8 cups of veggie broth. I'm actually gonna be making enough stew that's gonna be 6 servings of high protein goodness. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put in 3 cups of dry brown lentils, so that's gonna be half a cup per serving. All right, and I'm also gonna throw in some tomato paste, which I really, really love to give food a lot of flavor without anything that actually has lots of calories. So I'm just gonna put in about 1 cup of this. Okay, and lastly, I'm just gonna put in some spices. You can't go wrong with your spices. Just use ones that you really enjoy. So I love paprika. So I'm gonna go ahead, put a bunch of that. And just a little bit of chili powder because I don't really have a very good spice tolerance, but if you want it to be more spicy, you can always put more. And some cumin, which I love. Just a little bit goes a very long way. It's a strong spice. And lastly, of course, some sea salt. And of course, we're gonna throw in all of our chopped carrots. All right, this pot is pretty full because I'm making a whole lot of stew. So I'm also gonna be putting in this tofu, which I really, really like. It's a silken, extra firm tofu. It is very low in fat, but super high in protein, so it's awesome. All right, so now I'm just going to cover it, let all of that cook for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the tofu at the very end. All right, so I'm just gonna set a bunch of brown rice on to cook. So the ratio that you want is 1 cup of dry brown rice with 1.5 cups of water. All right, so now I'm just gonna put together everything for the honey garlic shrimp. You're gonna see how insanely easy it is, but it is so freaking good and lean gains friendly. I have a whole bunch of peeled shrimp. I buy this in bulk frozen, which I really recommend that you do as well. It's just super, super convenient, easy to go, ready protein. So this is about 500 grams. So that's actually only gonna be about 4 servings worth. Then we already have our minced garlic there ready to go in the pan. So I'm actually just gonna pop the shrimp into the pan as well, boom. So now we just wanna make the sauce, which is really easy. We're gonna mix soy sauce. Try to find a low sodium version if you can. I haven't been able to find that here, sadly. And of course, honey. It's gonna be 1 tablespoon per serving of each of these. Then I'm gonna squeeze some lime juice in there and use my favorite, which is sesame oil. You can use any oil you like, but I really love this one for the nice toasted kind of Asian flavor that it gives. So we're just gonna do a 1 teaspoon per serving of this. All right, so let's make this sauce. So I'm just gonna mix it all together here in the pan and let it marinate for a little bit while I'm waiting for the stew to cook anyways. If you don't have time to let things marinate, it's okay. You can just go ahead and straight cook this. It's still gonna taste great. But if you do have time, letting it marinate will just make the flavors even that much better. And then cooking it's only gonna take like 5-10 minutes on the stove, so that's gonna be super simple. Our rice is done. As you can see, the perfect ratio where it's nice and fluffy. And this is our stew coming along over here, looking good. All right, so I got all of this silken tofu here. I'm just gonna chop it into small pieces and throw it in to the stew. And then we're also gonna pop this bad boy, our honey garlic shrimp, onto the stove and let that cook. And then we gonna be done. We gonna have lunch and dinner ready full days. So let's do it. So chili is doing really well here. We're just gonna go ahead and add in this little bit of tofu. Get some extra protein. So we'll just let that cover and let it cook just a little bit longer. We got our honey garlic shrimp here ready to go, nice and marinated. So let's cook that up. I don't do anything special to cook it. I just literally put it on the stove, maybe cover it, stir it around a little bit, and then it's ready to go. So everything is donezo, and now we got meal prep for days. All right, Fit Fam, that is it. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. I hope you can see that batch prepping delicious, healthy food really doesn't have to be time consuming or difficult. And if you wanna know exactly how to build the body of your dreams faster than you ever thought possible by eating more and working out less, then make sure you download my free guide with follow along step-by-step videos that's gonna show you exactly how to do that. Click on the link in the comments and you're gonna be sent directly to where you can download it for free. And for more fit tips like this, make sure you come follow your girl over on the gram. If you have any questions or you have anything that you wanna see a video on, make sure you drop it in the comments and I'll be sure to do that for you. Love you so much, Fit Fam, and as always, keep crushing.